So if your device is not charging, take out the bottom screws, and so something which I want to see, I want to show you guys. When I click, I put the connector and there is nothing inside, literally nothing. The battery just stays there. So this is new screen, and the battery have been replaced as well. So basically the device is with new parts but still not charging. So let me just take it out. Alright, so once we open the device, first thing first is have to check out here. I can see already different screws, which means these have been replaced before. Yeah, and that's it. Alright, so I've taken out. Now this is the charging port connection here, which I want to disconnect, and I want to connect a test charger and see if it's going to work or not. Oh, okay. Yeah, the device is charging. So let me just double confirm that and disconnect the cable from the plug. Yeah, it stops, and now it's charging. Cool. Which means we have a great problem with the charging port. So disconnect the test charging port, connect again. Come on, boy. Alright, let me just double check. Yeah, it's connected properly. So let me just try this again. Nothing. Alright, so when I move the connector down, it charges, but we have to replace the charging port. And not only, I don't like this as well. So what we are going to do in this situation is take out the Taptic engine. I think I'm suspicious that there is something on the Taptic engine bit. Well, let's see. Alright, so that's the Taptic engine. Is there anything strange feeling? No. What's strange is, check out the charging port. Oh my god, I did not realize that the top part of the charging port is completely missing, guys. Well, alright, so let me just do something for you. So yeah, in this situation, as you can see, I'm starting to disassemble the whole device, and first thing first, I have to take the antenna, the metal plate which you see. It's the antenna, actually it's acting the both antenna. It straightens the signal here and there together with the screen. That's why it's important when you replace the screen, transfer the metal plate as well if the screen is not coming with metal plate. Even if it's coming with metal plate, transfer the original metal plate here. Reason is some of the Chinese parts, of course, they use different metal, and it's then you can have like low signal problems. But I'm just telling you this if you're not sure in the parts you're buying. In our case, we know which parts we are buying, so we don't have any issues with it. So this is the antenna which I was talking about. You can see it's official Apple part. That's fine. Well, second thing we have to do is take out the SIM card reader. And reason is because this SIM card reader stays on top of the charging port connector, and it will create some difficulties later on. Let me just disconnect the battery to don't want to harden my life later. Alright, that's it, done. Cool, let me just disconnect this. There you go. SIM card reader is disconnected and taken out, and now is the time of the speaker. One long screw which I'll put aside just in case I don't want to mess the things up later. And then we have my favorite screwdriver so far. I just need some magnet, so I can use the speaker magnet to magnetize my screwdriver and take out the screws without any issue. I'll leave them here on the side. Alright, so now this plastic bit can go next to the antenna, just not avoid like losing it. It's very important for the microphone. This one is like very important. Then it's time to take the speaker out. No issues here. And now we can see that we are facing two cables. First cable is right here and second cable is the charging port. So our goal here is to replace the charging port. So we disconnect the charging port. Don't use screwdrivers like me, don't pay attention, I'm just in a hurry. So two screws which are holding the charging port on the board. Alright, well, because I'm filming, it's a bit difficult for me, so I'm going to turn my hand the other side. One screw is out, second one is out. Morning. Second one is out. So this is how badly the charging port have been broken, and honestly I don't know how this happened, but it happened. Alright, so now I don't want to disconnect the screen, if you know what I mean. Like this is for me, it's like 6 extra screws. That's why I'm working this way, which I believe is totally fine. As you can see, the charging port is going out. All I have to do is, sorry guys, all I have to do is take out one screw from this side, lift up, and that's it. So this is the broken charging port. Let me zoom in so you can see how it looks. This is the broken charging port, and a lot of pressure must have been applied here for this part to go away. I just double checked, and I can see that this is not Apple part, which now makes sense for this breakage. Normally the Apple charging ports, they break the pins inside, but they cannot break the body like this in this way. Such a way is ridiculous. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the new one. I'm just peeling off this stickers here so I can label the charging port later on. Unfortunately we don't have white one to match the color of the phone, so yeah, I look for a white one, but it's not possible to find all the colors, you know. So our supplier told me that we have black ones, so black one I'm installing now. Anyway, the good thing is that the charging port itself have a place where basically the screw stays, so I can just use this one to help him navigate, which is good. Second good thing is that when I apply here, I can use these two screw holes for navigation. And the third good thing is that the mic should stay as it is there. I'm just needing one small plastic bit which was staying here. So let me just take my tweezers, guys. Alright, so this thing have to go this way. Exactly this way. Come on, boy. Alright, so once this is in, then I can attach the microphone and leave it for now. I'll deal with it later. Mics attached, everything attached, yeah. Now we have one important screw which we took out, this side, and then the two long screws which I took out before. Some people, they are taking out the whole phone apart in order to install these screws. I'm using shortcuts, so alright, so put this down here where the mic stays. We took the speaker now, so putting the speaker down, that's it, where the speaker stays. Then we had the beautiful screws, screw holders, and they're like almost the same with them. So one is in. Let me just change the camera view for you. Second one, it's in, and it's important to catch everything. Alright, and the last one in as well. That's it. Alright. Pre-last we reinstall the Taptic engine. Done. Then, it's very important, don't connect the battery yet, but install the SIM card reader. Now, when you can still move the speaker a little bit, so you create space if you need the space, if you know what I mean. Now it's time for this screw. See, it moved a bit, so I have just to push it in. Let me just focus there, guys. I have just to push the SIM tray in and apply these two small screws. One and two. Alright. Once we have these things in, now it's time to put back the antenna. So I'm connecting the antenna here and I'm closing it down. This screw stayed for some reason, which is good. It's a small help. And then we have to get the Taptic engine on its own. Oops, wrong place, wrong place. Alright, so let me put this screw on its place. Alright, this one is quite not quite good for here, but quite good for this side. Alright, so one long again here, one very long screw which holds the speaker, normal screw which stays right here, one smaller which stays here, and then we have the rusty screw. I don't know, always getting rusty. Let me show you. The screw, it's always getting rusty, and basically this is happening on the X and the XRs for some reason. Anyway, Now it's in. Make sure you tight the screws for the tapping engine. Keep in mind the tapping engine, it's non-stop moving, non-stop buzzing, so you actually need these screws. And of course I forgot this one, so I have to take the rusty screw out again. Put this metal plate. So this metal plate, basically when you drop your phone, if this metal plate is not here, the taptic engine will disconnect and no more vibrations. So this is important, kind of like important plate. So now is the time for testing. So let me just go a bit back. Alright, so I can see already that the phone is charging, so let me just open it and put the last second is done, and the last screw done, guys. Alright, so now you can see the phone is charging. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, it's so strong. See, it damaged my Chinese cable. Alright, that's cool. Connector is now very tight, it's brand new. So alright, the phone is charging. So basically that was it. That was the way of fixing the XR. So we managed to replace the charging port. As you can see, the whole video is 17 minutes. So most likely when you do this for first time, you take more time and take it, don't worry about it, most likely around an hour, but with the experience it's getting better. Thanks for watching, guys. Consider subscribing and see you in the next one.